Hey, tune into this week's weekly video fishing forecast. We have reports and events from around the island, another open boat special. We have live coverage of the trout stocking going on right now. We have a preview of the glossy April edition of the Fisherman magazine. A permit reminder as well, the last chance to get your 4x4 permits too. Hop on that.
The ultimate fishing authority in the Northeast, the Fisherman magazine.
No guessing, just catching. New Explore Series fish finders keep you locked on fish with unbeatable clarity, best-in-class imaging options, and a stunning ultra-bright HD screen. There's more to explore, only with Humminbird.
Today's March 27, 2025, and the lakes are getting stocked as we speak right now. The New York State DEC has been placing rainbow and brown trout in various lakes and rivers around the island. To get an idea of the spots getting stocked, take a look at the link in the description below with the information on how many trout they're putting in all these lakes. We also got a chance to meet up with the DEC during the stocking. Got some quick words from one of the staffers.
My name is Stephanie Larkin, and I'm from the New York State DEC, and we're stocking, first day of our stocking for spring out here on the Carmen's River, and we're putting in brown and rainbow trout to create additional opportunities for local fishermen and anybody else from around the state to come down and do some fishing. In
other news, blackfish and flounder season both open on April 1st. Which is this upcoming Tuesday. The spring tog season will run from April 1st to April 30th at 2 fish per person in a 16-inch minimum size, while winter flounder will be April 1st through May 30th at 2 fish per person and a 12-inch minimum size.
Marine Mate of Lindenhurst is holding their annual spring sale March 22nd through April 5th. Bottom paint from $79.99 per gallon. Save big on engine parts, outboard oil, cleaners, waxes, and more. Daily raffles and your chances to win big prizes. Shop online from Manhattan to Montauk next.
The April print issue of the Fisherman magazine is out now. We have a little preview for you guys what you can expect in this issue. Starting off, we have one from John Raguso. It's called Boat Sense. Is your bow thruster right for you? It's all about whether you should have a bow thruster on your boat or not and how the process goes about. Then, Flat Out Ready, tuning up for the spring fluke season. I wrote that one myself. We also have one on tackle tips, save money and keep fishing. Mythbusters, fact, fiction, or fishy behavior. Protect, conquering your electronics as well. We have all that and more in the glossy print issue of the Fisherman magazine.
Looking to upgrade your electronics? There's no better time than now. Marine Mate and Lindenhurst and Garmin have big savings on the GPS map touchscreens like this 9-inch unit for only $12.99. Or how about this 7-inch EcoMap keyed unit for only $5.99. Get down to Marine Mate now to see the full line of Garmin units with unprecedented savings. Shop online from Manhattan to Montauk next day delivery.
On this week's Open Boat, we have the part 2 to last week's Open Boat special. Jenny talks to more anglers about their goals for the 2025 fishing season.
Hi everyone, it's Jenny here. Literally, I just got back home from the last day of the Saltwater Expo, and I just first of all want to express all my gratitude for all you subscribers or new subscribers who came to see the Fisherman magazine at the show. We had a record-breaking show, as did everyone else at the Saltwater Expo. It was an excellent turnout the whole weekend long. And thank you everyone who came to do a video with me. I love talking with everyone at the show. It can get a little busy, but I did appreciate speaking to every single one of you. Now, we're gonna kick off part 2 of sharing our goals for the fishing season. And everyone that I talk to, I hope your goals come true this year. I'll catch you guys on next week's Open Boat.
How you guys doing? My name's Paulie. I'm with Jigging World. And my goal for this year is to sell the most rods. Come check me out, the Banana Guy. You don't have to invite me on your boat, but you gotta buy a rod. Let's get it.
My goal for this fishing season is to catch a 50-inch striper on a boat. My goal for this fishing season is to catch a bigger fluke than my dad on land.
I'm JP Carney, and my goal for the season is a 40-inch striped bass.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Oldefonso. I am 9 years old and I'm out of Orange, New Jersey, and I fish in saltwater. And my goal for the 2025 season is probably to catch probably my personal best fluke off the surf.
Give me a high five.
What's going on, guys? It's Sam. I work for Quantum. My goals for this fishing year is I want to catch a bunch of big tarpon and some big snook. I want to break my PB this year.
Hi, my name is Aryan, and my goal for this season is to beat my striped bass PB.
Give me a fist bump. Perfect.
My goal for the 2025 season is to catch a big bluefish.
My goal for the 2025 season is to catch a big croaker.
What's going on? My name is Mike Frezza. I'm Fisherman's headquarters, and my goals for the 2025 fishing season are to break my personal best punter or per goal.
Hi, my name's Jace. My goal for the fishing season is to catch a lot of keepers.
Hi, my name is Cameron. My goal is to catch 50 bluefish.
Hi, my name is Dean. My goal is to catch 50 striped bass.
Hi, I'm Nick Safara, and my goal for the fishing season is over 10-pound blackfish.
Hello, my name is Tommy. I want to catch a fish, yes, big.
You should subscribe to the Fisherman magazine.
Now let's check out the upcoming events from around the island. Starting off, the Marine Mate Open House in Lindenhurst is taking place from now until April 5th. Get your boat ready for your upcoming season. Get the best prices on bottom paint for the year, and Garmin is offering up to $200 off. So it's a great time to upgrade if you want to. Can't make the showing? You can now order online at marinemate.com for next day delivery from Montauk to Manhattan. Then on April 5th, Suffolk Marine in Babylon Village will having an open house showcasing and test riding their new line of Jones Brothers boats, as well as Regulator and Sea Hunt. The event is from 9 to 3. Also on April 5th is the Belmont Lake Spring Fishing Festival. It is located at Belmont State Park, and it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's a lot of activities going on. The Fisherman magazine will be there as well. We'll be doing that last sign up for those Danko pliers. So if you didn't get them at the last show, I know we said that was the last event to get them at. We're going to be offering one more shot to get those Danko pliers when you sign up for the magazine at that event. Let's head over to the map. I'll tell you what I've been hearing recently around the island. Starting off, I have a personal report. I fished the tidal portion of the Carmen's River for stock brown trout last week. Had a bunch of them on small gold Castmasters. The fish were very aggressive and they had no problem hitting this lure. All the fish were large 2-year-old browns that I released. Moving on to the king cod out of Mauritius, I heard Captain Joe who said they had very slow cod fishing on their last trip with just a keeper or two. Handfulling and a nice showing of blackfish that were all released. All the blackfishing is going to be taking place on April 1st. They have a trip going out for that opener. They'll be fishing on April 1st. That's a Tuesday from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a long-range blackfish trip and a cod marathon. Also on Wednesday, April 2nd, they'll be going as well to the end of the month with blackfish and cod trips, daily weather and interest permitting. Those will be 5:30 a.m. trips. Yeah, and John at J&J Sports over at Patrick, he said the lakes are stocked just up the block from the shop. Over 300 brown trout were placed on March 20th. Many anglers have reported catching several large, healthy brown trout from Westlake in Patchogue. The days following the stocking is when these fish are most aggressive, is what he said. Castmasters in gold and silver, blue fox lures, and Thomas lures are all producing well. If you don't want to throw lures, you can use a night crawler or small shiner under a float. Moving on to Bernie's Bait and Tackle. They're over in Brooklyn. He reported a 32-pound striper was caught on a bunker chunk in Staten Island last week. He also said surf fishermen have been seeing a ton of bunker in the area. Close to the store in Coney Island and Breezy Point, they're also seeing a lot of smaller bass being caught on bloodworms. Then Mike in Saltwaters from West Islip let me know some surf fishermen had bass at Little Neck and Manhasset during the last week on both SP minnows and mag darters. Day and night tides are both producing on the beginning of the outgoing. Locally closer to the shop, he said some white perch was starting to chew in the tidal creeks and small stripers have been mixed in with them. Small finesse soft plastics rigged on 1/4 ounce or 1/8 ounce jig heads have been working well. Moving on to the South Fork. Ethan from Whitewater Outfitters said that some schoolie bass and white perch are being caught inside Carmen's River on soft plastics rigged with jig heads during certain tides. He also mentioned some slightly larger bass are being caught in the Western Sound on swimming plugs and small soft plastics. Again, Little Neck and Manhasset have been the best spots to try. And also we got Steve Fernandez. He caught this 10-pound carp here on a dough ball. He was fishing one of the Babylon lakes. He caught on extremely light 2-pound test tackle. Posted a quick picture and a safe release as well. Nice job, Steve. Also on the South Fork, Tight Lines Tackle in Southampton, Kenny did check in. He said him and his buddy Kevin, they had 4 largemouth bass in Big Fresh Pond, all on live shiners. Kevin had one on a jerkbait. He also said he did drop a big largemouth on a spoon. He had a lot of fun doing it. And if you do have a notable catch, email me at mbroderick@thefisherman.com. We'll try and get into the weekly video fishing forecast or the magazine. And remember, the digital issues are now being put out again. Looking for digital covers, so send those on in. I'll try and get you on one of those as well, if the photo is good enough.
For more than 20 years, anglers everywhere have come to know one thing, that nothing says no to fish bites.
Let's check on it with Captain Timothy O'Rourke from Montauk. Tim.
Thank you, Matt. Well, greetings everybody from Montauk. As you can see, it's going to be another beautiful morning. Today's looking pretty good. Another good day to get out, work on the boat, get your rods and reels ready. Report this week. Last week that osprey I showed was from up in Sagaponack, up in Southampton, Bridgehampton area, and this week I'm happy to say I saw 2 ospreys yesterday actually flying around Montauk. It's kind of early for them to be in Montauk, so that's a really good sign. Things are obviously kicking into gear here quicker than we thought. I have a good solid report from up island. I guess that's to the west, and there's some weak fish being caught up inside. Don't want to give too much details. This is a very reliable report, and I promised the guy I'd kind of keep the lid on it because he's doing really well on some nice weak fish, which is a good early season thing. As far as Montauk goes, guys are getting their boats ready. If you're interested in anything offshore, the Viking and the Miss Montauk have posted their offshore trips. So if you want to do something like that, Miss Montauk's doing some deep water tile trips, and the Viking will be doing tile trips and other mixed trips, and they also have their tuna trips on there. So if you're getting excited for that, check it out. Other than that, Blackfish is going to open up in a couple weeks. My boat hopefully will be in the water in another week or two, and things should start kicking into gear. Thank you.
With our fly and freshwater report, we have Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters.
Hello, Matt. Well, yeah, as you can see by the white cups out here, March is going out like a lion. It's not letting up, but it is warmer, which is good. Get this warm weather going, get the water warmed up a little bit, get some fishing in, get some fish to come in. As far as I've been hearing, there are some reports of stripers in the western part, but not a lot of them. We need a pretty steady weather of warm weather. As I'm down at the bays right now, and with the rain yesterday and the wind today, it's pretty dirty, but it's just a tease. It's coming. It's coming. Now, as far as the freshwater fishing's been going, I actually guided a father and son out, Andrew and his son Jay, out of the Connecticut. Never fished before, never had any clue, except Jay is like obsessed with this. He was naming flies, he was like, talking about cast. He really focused. And for a 12-year-old to spend the 4 hours focused, and he was rewarded with his first trout. He had a couple on, but it just was a real tough day. It's been very tough. It's also been very crowded. Hopefully after the first, people from the saltwater guys are going to be hitting the beaches. And then now loosen it up at the Connecticut. But then we have other options. You got the Crotons. The rivers upstate are high, but they're dropping, and they're going to be fine in a few weeks. I look forward to those spring hatches every year. And what I would do is check out the trips that we're doing. We're actually got a trip to Alaska, and I got a couple spots left, 2 spots left, and it's going to be a phenomenal trip, a bucket list trip. I always say, make memories, don't make any regrets, because you never know what's going to happen. So until next week, tight lines, everybody.
In the famed waters of Panama awaits a fishing experience like no other. Tropic Star Lodge welcomes anglers to get in on world-famous fishing action. Plan your perfect trip today. Tropic Star Lodge, the ultimate in fishing adventures for more than 60 years.
From the Western Sound, we have Nuno Decosta from Tyalurs Tackle up in Rye.
Hey guys, we're back. Another season has started. Finally struck gold with some of the boat guys catching some striped bass in the back bays. This time of year, you're going to have Eastchester Bay, Little Neck, Manhasset. Usually, the beginning of the season starts out there. Soft plastics, X-Wraps from Rapala. Your paddle tails are going to be your key baits back there where you can cast and work it. Some of the shore-based guys are using the bloodworms. That always works great. For the boat guys, you're better off with a paddle tail. You could even slow troll them in those back areas where they're 3 feet, 6 feet of water, and you could slow troll anything from a 1/2 ounce to 2 ounce back there, doing your normal 3 knots, just to cover some ground and see. But casting, blind casting this time of year works very, very well. Working it sometimes off the bottom or a slow retrieve on the paddle tail is excellent. But the striped bass have started to chew. As far as the blackfish, the opener is April 1st, so that's coming up. We're going to have your green crabs. So right now we're going to have your green crabs and your bloodworms in stock. We're open every day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Guys, it's time to get your boats and your gear ready. The season is off to a start. Tight lines, get out there, go catch them up.
Let's check in with Max Finch from the Connecticut side of the Western Sound.
Hey everyone, Max here from Fisherman's World with another local fishing report. The state's doing a good job and they're still stocking all their local rivers, streams, and lakes. It's catch and release right now till the second Saturday of April. You can start harvesting at 6 a.m. on that date. You can come in the shop, grab your license. We're fully stocked up on all your lures, soft plastics, hard baits, spinner baits, all that you need to hit the freshwater when it opens up. And, it's still a family tradition. People wait to fish, the second Saturday with their family, their kids. It's a really good day to get out and start fishing. It marks the, start of the fishing season for a lot of people. The Saugatuck's fishing really well. The Miannis is fishing really well right now. And we're still waiting for the Norwalk River to be stocked. But they're all fishing really good right now. And remember, the Saugatuck Reservoir still follows the second Saturday opening. So it is closed right now. People think, it's open, so they're coming in. They want to get their permit and they go fish it. But it's closed until Saturday. We are, stocked up on everything you need to get out there. And remember, license or cash only. On the saltwater side, the eyes are all still on the Housatonic. Guys are actually catching some really nice fish at night. I've seen fish over 40 inches again this past week on like SPs, mag darters, current snipers, and of course your soft plastics like big paddle tails, sluggos, GT, and stuff like that. On the beach side, like local rivers, they're fishing good too. Not lock and load like the Housatonic, but we are seeing some slot fish and mostly some schoolies caught on sandworms and bloodworms. You can definitely try some lures like some SPs. I would definitely concentrate on, tidal rivers like the Norwalk River, the Saugatuck, and then the harbors like Norwalk Harbor, and try to work places where on low tide the mud's exposed, and then on high tide the water, goes over the mud. You got about 6 feet with our tides. The water's warmer and the bass tend to gravitate towards there. All right, until next week and another local fishing report. Thanks and good luck.
And if you would like to be a part of our weekly video fishing forecast, we are looking for captains, tackle shops, and just avid anglers reporting around the island. Send an email to my producer, libayrat@gmail.com. Don't forget this video is available as a podcast on Google Music. Search for the Fisherman Magazine podcast and subscribe so you can listen to this broadcast and our other content. Well, as you can see, the lakes have been stocked with trout. More stockings coming too, especially in the month of April. There's a few more going on then. We got the festival coming up. We have a couple other events coming up. Fishing season is now. There's striped bass around. We got blackfish season opening next week. Flounder season opening next week. It's time to go out there, time to catch some fish, and most of all, we will see you next week.